What's up and welcome to another Outlaws of Thunder Junction standard video, and today we're once again having a look at Simic cookies. And this time around we have the absolute best version, so if you are a cookie player, make sure to craft exactly this one and you will be winning a lot of games. I'm currently still sitting on a 90% win rate because this deck is just... it's just cracked. It's just insane. And speaking of that, we have some really cool results because over the past couple of weeks we had the regional championships, and this was perfectly covered in an article by Frank Carson, which we'll be linking in the description, and hopefully my editor will bring up a little graphic too. Cookies was the third most highest win rate deck of the entirety of the regional championship at 60% win rate exactly, which makes it fall under Teamer Analyst, which is at 60.2, and Dimir Control at 60.3. So only like 0.3% difference in win rate there. Cookies absolutely nailed it. Somebody got like top 8 at the regional championship in Canada with Cookies. People were just doing amazing with the deck. So getting that addition of the Botanical Sanctum and the Lost Cheetah really just did a lot for the deck. And especially after the rotation, it's going to be fucking unstoppable, you guys. But for now, it's already doing really good, and we have results when it comes to Pro Magic, and it's still doing good there too. So if you need any more convincing to pick up Cookies when you're playing standard best of 3, I don't know what else to say. The deck is good. However, if you need some assistance, I already have a bunch of sideboard guides on older versions up on my Patreon that you can use, but in the very near future, there will be another better sideboard guide for exactly these 75 that will be perfectly like for the current standard meta. So make sure to keep an eye out on that, and whenever the post is up, I'll make sure to put it in the description and link it in the comments down below as well. Anyways, time for some cookie gameplay, my friends. Let's get started, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
This video is brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard provides you with premium protection for your trading cards, like their incredible katana sleeves, which are my absolute favorite for sleeving up my magic decks. Ultimate Guard has everything you need to keep your magic cards safe, secure, and stylish. If you're interested in getting the best sleeves on the market, make sure to use my link in the description below. Alright, looks pretty sick. Yeah, it won't be obvious, but there will be signs. That like TikTok meme. If I ever won the lottery. That's definitely it. Back at it again with the cookies. Let's set this GTA up. You know what also could go hard? Like GTA in combination. Oh, I need to make that deck. Alright, hold on. Hold up, let me add it to my list. I just got like a kind of like epiphany moment. I don't want to rope. Hold on. Alright, got it. I want to put GTA in like a Vadmir and like Warden of the Inner Sky type of deck, like an Ortsoff 1/1 counter build. Both like Warden and like, you know, Vadmir care about having a specific number of 1/1 counters. I think it could go hard. I played GTA in Pirates. Yeah, I did. Alright, let's see what we can do. Nah, I don't mean to stall. Jim's great. Playing Domain! Damn, Jim. What happened to the spicy stone brain brews? I miss them. We're gonna shove that in the graveyard, actually, because we have the Cauldron in hand. Gain the win. Nah, it's true, like... He's watching hockey playoffs. Okay, yeah, so you gotta play like a brain dead deck like Domain. A brain dead deck like Domain. It's fair. I appreciate it. You know what? I respect it. I'm just trying to figure out what my plan is here. Probably just involves like going crazy and going stupid immediately. I'm just gonna like give them the effect. Like I could have buffed up my teething wormlet, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I might get sunfalled. Cookie's got 6. Yeah, I saw it. They lost Azorius control. What a nightmare. Don't sunfall us, Jim. Yeah, we're friends. We're friends. we're colleagues. You can't do this to me. I don't know, Jim, the chat saying Jim is watching hockey, so I respect it. Might be an interesting moment in a game or some shit, I don't know. There's like red missing, but it could still be a binding right now. There probably is. So I think this is lethal if what I'm thinking that Jim has is Leyline Binding. There we go. Sets you up nicely. Did you see how much like work the GTA did in that game though? Like making sure we untap our lands, making sure we can pop our map tokens, like activating our abilities on the search engine. You know, it was kind of a slay. An RCU domain. That's okay, like... See, I don't hate domain. I don't hate domain. Like, I have a lot more hatred for analyst. I fear. I hate analyst and Slowgurk a lot more than I would ever hate domain. At this point, like, domain is just... It is kind of like a pain in the ass, but, like, I don't hate it, you know? It's still a pain, but... I've made peace with the fact that they exist. Hate Slowgurk? I do. I do. I'm not a Slowgurk enjoyer because I think the deck just goes on for way too long. I wanna like Slowgurk, but I fear I don't have it in me. But I think like the current version of Slowgurk with like the Rona plus Rutstein combo is a little bit more fun. In that the fact that it has access to that is nice. I like that. But you know, I was kind of expecting that, but not really a way for me to go around that. I mean, I have Beseiju. I could use that to get my shit back. I probably will, even though I don't like the idea of ramping up domain. Not having lands is probably gonna, like, screw me over a little bit, I fear. This is gonna get a little tricky. Alright, Frank. Thank you. It's gonna be like binding in response or something, I guess. I need lands. Hate the shark so much. Their spot removal making a 6x is fucked. Nah, it's true. Like, I would love to, like, have just shine out this trigger, but, like, I can't, so... It's unfortunate, dude. Another one? Okay. Yeah, like, I would have loved to Tishana that sea shark, but, I got 3 lands, so I'm screwed here. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Yeah, I'm just out of here. All right, let's see what we can do. 1 lander. Nar. Okay, this is gonna be a keep. This is tricky. I think it's gotta be like this. No, that was cookies. That was cookies, Mike. Outside of like the 2 GTAs being Spell Pierce and a Slip Out the Back. Which either is like a really great choice for competitive Magic, or they couldn't find GTAs. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, it was sick. I've hyped it up on my Twitter. It was basically like identical minus those 2 cards. So I was pretty stoked. I was pretty stoked. Yeah, but they also faced each other in like in a mirror match and stuff, right? Which is the only 2 cookie players in the tournament facing off in a mirror. Like, that is a scam. Yeah, they were literally in a mirror match. Like, the fuck. It was an experience. Oko in the side. Yeah, I don't know why Oko was in the sideboard. Oh shit, I'm getting a little flooded. And Mirrex can at least activate like Cruise Schooner, I guess. Worst case scenario. Rip Schooner. Yeah, I played a little bit with Oko and it was so bad. It was so bad, dude. Like, if Oko was 3 mana, it would be okay. If that Oko was 3 mana, I think it would be okay. But 4 mana to create a 3/3 and then like have a Planeswalker left with like 2 loyalty is so fucking rough. The Oko, like the Elks don't even have like a reach or anything. Like, it's kind of... Yeah, it's a little questionable. They definitely made sure that Oko was not broken again. They definitely made sure that was not gonna happen. Oko was not gonna be broken this time around. Yeah. Like they had to learn from their past mistakes, you know. They had to learn. God, I'm so flooded, chat. Ugh. I shouldn't, like, a 22 land deck should not be keeping up with, like, domain. In terms of land drops, like... Oko and Murpho combo. Oh, that's an interesting one, actually. Okay, no. That's an interesting idea, actually. Because you could copy, like, the dude. The one thing that how I could also see Oko is, like, in a Rot Priest deck. That's what I was thinking of. Like, okay, if I copy a Rot Priest, that could get, like, kind of degenerate. But then, again, like, Oko's 4 mana, so... You know... Yeah, Archangel is, like, a menace. Alright, I guess I gotta try. It's fair. Mentor. Now, I was just thinking, like, Rot Priest. Oh, Sunfall. Oh, shit. Alright, give me a Surge Engine. I mean, it's okay with Mirax, actually. Okay. We'll see what gets grabbed off the top, because we could win here. Well, I don't want to, like, overcommit to this board, right? Like... Alright, sweet. There we go. The Cookies has a good matchup against Domain. And we didn't even draw good there. We were flooding our ass off, by the way. I mean, not that, like, Domain drew a whole lot better. I mean, 2 Long Goodbyes and a Depop and a Sunfall aren't bad. And an Angel. But definitely also not, like, the most insane curve you could have or something, you know? I really hope that, like, if the Cookie player wins, I'm popping bottles, like... This person probably doesn't even know me or anything and just saw the deck somewhere online and I'm just, like, rooting from the sideline. They don't even know they are a bestie. They are a bestie in my heart. They are a bestie in my heart, for sure. They're in the Canadian Regional Championship. Currently 2nd place at 10 and 2, and then they ID'd into the top 8. An accidental bestie? I don't know, maybe they do know my content. I don't like assuming that, but, you know. It's it'd be sweet. We'll actually have like the cookie guy dancing in the celebration. Where is he? Where's cookie guy? Image 4? No. He's hiding. 5. There we go. Our Forsaken Kingdom legend. Alright, Domain. Which is normally pretty decent matchup. I don't know about this hand though. Cookies made top 8. The thing is, like, if Cookies had a higher saturation of players, the deck would be insane. But the thing with Cookies is that, like, for some reason, the competitive, like, hive mind TM does not believe in it. So maybe, like, somebody that did believe and is now playing it in top 2 at RC Canada, like, maybe now it's finally, like, getting some respect from, like, the grinders, you know? Yo, Goblin, thank you for the 13. Appreciate you. That's what I'm hoping for, that it's finally getting some respect from the grinders. I like that it's underplayed and therefore underprepared for. That's also very true. Oh god, another land. Okay. You're calling it Simic artifacts, yet I don't respect the true name. It's Simic cookies. No, it's true. It's true. Like, but the thing is, like, you know, just because you're a content creator doesn't mean that people can take you serious as, like, a legitimate deck builder. Like, is kind of where, like, the difference lies. And part of, like, the brand TM is that I would like to be taken seriously as, like, a competitive deck builder. So, you know, Cookies might be my first success story, like, and that's really exciting. Cookies might be my first success, like my first true success story. Not just like, you know, doing good on the MTG Arena ladder, because that the deck does, but doing good in like actual competitive Magic. We know it does good on the Arena ladder, like we know that. Yeah, it's gonna cruise right through rotation. I think that's when it especially like pops off too. I'm really excited for that. Oh shit, what? Double herd? Okay, that's interesting. The cookie player lost the blue-eye control? Oh my god, did they? Nar, are they out? They're still qualified for the Pro Tour, right? Nar. I'll try this. I don't know. I think Wizards truly underestimated how easily Atraxa was cast and how much she would take over the game. I fear. I mean, we got good cards. I think they truly underestimated that. I mean, but what can you do? What can you do? But she's 4 colors, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she is, huh? We love Atraxa. Hey, Ray. God, this curve has been awkward. I mean, we're only playing, like, 2 Dreamroot Cascades in the deck at this point, and then you still hit 2 Dreamroot Cascades. Cookies? Yeah. We're climbing the Mythic. And chilling. I don't know for how long, though, because I got, like, a huge flight coming up, but, Technically, pick your poison is better to save. you know? Everyone's streaming because case rotates. So, like I said, I am fully convinced that Bloom Barrow is going to bring back Pathways. Convinced or Copium. I'm not sure which one it is exactly, but I'm thinking that Bloom Barrow is going to give us something to make up for the loss of, like, slow lands. And if that's not the case, then, you know... Yeah, we'll find ways. Like, basic lands aren't bad in this deck anyway, either, so... Well, that's a good card to find right now. Check lands, yeah, maybe check lands. Like, I don't know. I feel like they'll find a way to make up for that loss, because it's quite an intense loss. So I don't know. But to me, like, yeah, it makes sense. You know, woodland critters having pathways, like woods. As far as I'm aware, the woods can't have pathways. So, you know, like, the math is adding up for me. The math is adding up, can I say? Science and shit. Exactly. No. We have woods. We have woods. But, I don't go in them often, is what I'm trying to say. The math is mathing, I think, so, you know. The math is mathing. Dude, this is hard. Why did you have to have another Chromo Sea Shark? Because I'm getting into Atraxa range. I'm getting into Atraxa range right now, which is bad. We have woods. No, we do. We do have them, but every time I have been in the woods, there have been a pathway. So to me, like, the math adds up, you guys. The rocket science, like, it makes sense. That was really weird, because I could have Mirexed and kept that thing alive. It's really weird. I'm almost feeling tempted to stop this for just a bit more pressure. I don't know. Might regret this, though. Yeah, you could have. You could have. It was a consideration for sure. Okay, auto tapper. Why did you have to do that? It's fine. Thing is, like, spelunking, chat. Spelunking is an enchantment, not an artifact, right? So, that is not, like, permanently shut down. Don't forget about that, right? Like, it wouldn't be, like, permanently shut down, so... Yeah, I would have played Wormlid, but, like, you know, whatever, I guess. I mean, Spelunking will take over Topiary's, like, spot when rotation hits, though. If people are, like, continuing this stuff, that is. Auto Tapper, if you don't start behaving real quick, we're gonna have words. They won't be pleasant. Simic lost? Yeah, I saw. They lost to, like, control.
It's rip, you know? Why does Esper always hit mutation? This is a conspiracy, like... This is a conspiracy. Simic conspiracy. It's true, it's true. Oh, like, that's just so fucked up, right? Why not full send? What do you mean? When? I need my cookies to survive. They would just get, like... I need my cookies to survive, though. Yeah, they would have been at 1 and we'd have 1 less cookie, right? So oh my god, it's Search Engine. We gotta slay. Yeah, but the thing that you guys, like... Okay, whatever. What I was trying to set up is basically a turn where you could activate Tough Cookie twice. We were literally 1 mana off that, and then you could have just swung with everything and go in for the kill. And maybe still win. So I didn't want to lose a Tough Cookie to, like, a Topiary for the sake of bringing my opponent to 1. I didn't feel like losing resources like that when I could just, like, swing eventually and go in for lethal, so... Maybe I can find that back. Like, that was truly one of the most, like, wild games that I've ever played, where I had a line where I was playing against, like, a Jeskai, like, Convoke deck, and I had 2 options. I had more options, but, like, 2 good options. Either, like, I put more creatures on the board and protect my shit against, like, potential, like, Immodanes and just losing, or I develop my Search Engine and try to, like, get my opponent in 2 turns. And I was, like, fucking sweating because I was like, okay, if I put 2 blockers down, I survive an Immodane. But if I set up my engine, I can win in 2 turns. And those are, like, the fucking difficult, like, decision points that you can, like, face. And eventually I ended up buffing the engine and it won me the game. With, like, 1... I was at 1, my opponent was at 0 with the swing. Stuff like that is, like... nerve-wracking. Anyways, what are we up against? Control. Okay, it's just Esper. I was about to say, I will avenge the regional championship gamer. Because, like, now, once again, we have 2 lines in front of you, right? This is also something that people are like, Ashray playing 22 on X, blah, blah, blah. You could put Tough Cookie in play, trigger your Wormlets, get a 2-2 on the board. Not bad. You could do Search Engine, put a 3-2 on the board. Search Engine is probably, like, the worst option here because you don't have blue. And, like, when you put Search Engine down, you want to start attacking with it as soon as you can. So that's not what we're going to do. So it's got to be between Tough Cookie and Gingerbrute. And I think Gingerbrute wins here because not only do we trigger the Wormlets, but we kind of want to, like, activate the map token to unlock our hand. And I think that's what pushes it. But I think I'll start off with Gingerbrute first and maybe see if I can target Gingerbrute instead. Because it's better to buff up an unblockable creature than, like, a flyer. It's true, it's true. Like, this now, for, like, the interest of the deck, you kind of have to explore to try and, like, unlock your shit. Even though keeping the map token would have been better if we, like, top deck blue, because then Esper has a target. But, like, for that reason, we probably have to, like, buff up Siren, because if I find blue off the top, then Gingerbrute could still be a Esper target. If they, like, decide to remove in response. Anyways, that's just 1 turn, like... Anyway, that's just 1 turn right there. Okay, sure, that still works out.
It's true, but like that's how tricky it gets, I fear. Cookies perform very well against meta. It's true, I'm so proud. So now we at least still have like Zoetic Glyph on Gingerbrute, but I'm only gonna do it if they tap out because I don't want to like have my shit cut down and have my Glyph fizzle. Okay, well there you go, they're just passing. It's true, it's true. It's such a... Because like you got the Glyph, but it's not right. So we gotta like find a way to put a token on the side, so that's gonna be tough Cookie. So we might as well start off, like lead off with a Wormlet here, and then Cookie, so we get the triggers. Like this was more like an easier decision, like you don't want to like run the Glyph out into like removal, so... If it's actually Gandalf, I'm cooked. I'm just thinking it's Esper mid-range. Because I wouldn't be committing to the board like this, but it's okay, technically, yeah. Like, this is not bad. Like, I'm swinging for 6 here. If I do get hit by, like, a depopulate, I do still have Zoetic Glyph on this thing. Like, that's fine. Gingerbrute dies, that's okay. Nah, ain't no way. The Raffine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So this is where we Glyph. I mean, I doubt they're gonna Sunfall me next turn. It's possible, but I doubt it. I don't think you're gonna run Raffine out if you're planning on Sunfalling. Alright, here we go. Nah, it's just Esper mid. It's just Esper mid. You take him, like, you take him. It's always tricky, though, this one. It's always tricky. It truly is a bop. I think I'd take out a Schooner here and a tough Cookie. I know, it's so sad. They lost against Blue-Eyed Control, which is kind of like wild. I wonder what the Blue-Eyed Control deck look like. I don't think Cookies has a bad matchup against Blue-Eyed Control necessarily. I would even kind of like consider them like somewhat favored, but maybe they just had like nutty hands full of like marches and lookdowns and shit. I wonder. 2 temporary lookdowns in the main, 3 Sunfalls, 1 for well. 3 marches. 2 more lookdowns in the side. Yeah, I don't know. Temp lookdown to death. Yeah, but the thing is, like, Cookies doesn't die to temporary lookdown, though. It's kind of like the thing. Cookies doesn't die to temporary lookdown. Because you got all that, like, enchantment hate. Cookies is a lot worse versus decks like, you know, like Slowgurk. I think Slowgurk is a rough matchup. I think Boros Convoke is definitely like at least 45-55 for Boros. Yeah, like, exactly. So I don't know. Cookie, like, Control definitely isn't like a 60-40. Like, that would also be like a 55-45. But I think it's more like a 50-50 matchup, if anything, based on draws. I think Cookies, if you have some like Spell Pierces, if you have some like, you know, some enchantment removal, if you have some like early pressure and then hold up counter spells, I think you can beat Control. But yeah, you gotta have that hand. And then once again, like, if Control finds a hand with a bunch of marches and lockdowns and you don't really have stuff to combat it, then like they win, so... Well, it depends exactly like how fast they are, because I do think that Cookies has a 60-40 matchup against mono red aggro. But I do think that Cookies has like a rougher matchup against, you know, Boros Convoke, because like go wide is a lot trickier to manage. Because eventually, like, the greatest thing about Cookies is that it like does really well into like stalled board states because of like the unblockable stuff. It's just that, you know, Convoke shits out like 6 creatures on turn 2. That's the worst thing. Like that's the part that sucks. The part that really sucks there is that they I think it's like 50-50 if like played well. I gotta like put this like Wormlet up because they could have a 2/2. I'll keep that. I also like it into Rafine next turn, maybe. So it's gotta be Ginger Brew. I'm just gonna like remove Rafine immediately. Like I could just like swing or whatever, but like Rafine is a kill on sight for me, so that's what I'll be doing. Why am I getting oopsed? I don't like that. Sure. Wow, you really ate with that. Wow. Do I bake cookies? I bake tough cookie during like Christmas time. The video is still up on Patreon if you care about watching that shit back. It's still around. Now they really thought they ate with that pest control. They really thought they ate. Maybe they like oops because they wanted to like pest control. They should have pest control before running out Rafine, maybe. Okay. Like, okay, nice high roll, I guess. Sure. I mean, they could sack Restless Anchorage here. I'd be okay with that as well, so. I think they probably just oops because of the, like, this way they sequence things, to be honest. Alright, you're a chef. I see you. Alright, now hold on now. I see you. I see you. I respect that. Fishies? A chef. Yo, Michael, what's up? Alright, let's see. We're gonna do Ginger Brew. Let's create a thick sentinel. Let's see what we can do. Wish I had a tough cookie in a grave or some shit. Yeah, they might not know who the beatdown is. But then again, like, they also know that Sentinel can never be blocked again because Ginger Brute, so, you know. Well. I think we're still in a good spot anyway. Like, alright, you kind of ate with those pest controls. I guess we don't care, like... Div. I don't know, like, she's div. I don't know. She's div. I don't know if there's a way to break Bonnie. Okay, we're against control now? Oh, shit. Oh, well. We're on the draw, which sucks. Oh, never. Okay, wait. This might be Dimir control, which is a lot more manageable. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Bonnie is interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about that card. I mean, we're like set up here with like the Zoetic glyphs and stuff, so this will be a quick game. Now that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I've always felt about the Snores. In all like the little like set reviews and whatever else that I've done, or like whenever I was reviewing cards. I have always just said that, like, I think the Snores is underwhelming because it just does not attack well. So you have to, like, play it in the deck with a shit out of interaction, and then all of a sudden, like, all the pros started, like, running out Snorses. I was like, oh, fuck, am I wrong? But I don't know. I still feel like I'm right. I still don't think that Snores is busted or anything. I kind of look at Snores a similar way that I look at like Tiny Bones. If you combine it with a lot of removal and you can like make sure that it survives, it's really good. If you don't, it gets a little bit worse. But the Snores also needs to like be able to settle, else you kind of like lose to your own card, which doesn't help. So I don't know how to feel. We're running in green black aggro with Alchemist and Audacity. Yeah, that seems good. I've been running Snores a lot. Oh shit, not the Duress. Wait, that's gonna fuck me over. I was gonna glyph. Ah shit. Why is it being called a Snores? Because it's a snake horse. That's it. Okay, that glyph being stolen from me was horrible. That was really rough. Hmm. I did it at one point, yeah. I mean, it's like some people are like, what is a Snores? But then, like, to me, it seems obvious. Snake horse, but... you know, I don't know. Gotta do both a little bit? Notice a black-white Snores guy from the PT switch to a different deck. I wonder why, because they did so good with it. They still, like, put up results and shit, you know? I wonder why. That Duress stealing Mesoetic Glyph was probably... If we end up losing this game one way or another, that's it. That's why. Hoping for the best, though. Spotify, like, it's just broken. Kind of irritating me. Sorry, guys. I'll try to, like, keep track of it whenever I can. Can you snores in Absent? Yeah, I think you can. Cauldron? I mean, surely at one point they're gonna, like, run out, right? I mean, they won't. Spoiler alert, they won't, but... I mean, I do want to trade, so I guess I have to make Mirax, so at least Wormlet takes out Reef. Fun games. A lot of control. A lot of board wipes. Bunch of domain. Bunch of this shit. So, like, I have Tough Cookie activate Cauldron here, but obviously there's some suspicious stuff going on right now. Which makes me feel like I'm better off just waiting. Forglow Legends is fucking difficult to play, it's true. It's also very slow. Which is the thing that I dislike the most about it. Then what are you gonna do, like Celestis trigger? I think so. Sorcery speed? Oh, sure. I mean, it wouldn't work anyways. You have the long goodbye, so... You know they have an answer if they don't concede on the spot, so... Alright, well that's, something. Nah, it's true, it's true. Like, it's, well, it took a while, but we get through it. Shout out to the Miraxes. Almost like, yeah, almost top 8 PT with snores. Like, that's spice. Like, the Canadians were the only ones really cooking at the PT, to be honest, in my opinion. Everybody else was too scared. They were just like, we're playing Bronco. Which is like, fucking chat AF. And I respect it. Super chat and I respect it. Also, Junt Analyst. No, Kevin, pretty cool dude. Well, let Kevin know that, you know, the besties respect, respect the Canadian chefs. Very much. Do you need a land? I don't know. I'm not sure if I like the Gent Analyst deck. I think it's being different for the sake of being different again. Like, just stick to Teamer and give yourself all the good cards is kind of how I feel about it. I respect being a chef and coming up with that cool, like, you know, moment with the like sacrifice all your land type of thing, which is pretty cool, but I don't know. I feel like if you're playing Analyst anyways, like, why try to be different and play something worse? You know? Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're doing Analyst anyways and you're winning in the exact same ways that Teamer Analyst does anyway, like, what's the use of being a little different at that point? I don't know. You hate all Analyst decks on principle? Nah, like, I really liked them at first, but God, like, do I hate them now? At first, I was a fan. Why is Mono Black Aggro playing Snail Death Touch? What are you basing that on? What Mono Black Aggro deck is playing the Snail? Also, who is playing Mono Black Aggro? I have so many questions. Nah, it's true. The Analyst triggers on Arena are just so rough. At least the deck completely dies when Capenna rotates, so you got that going for you, you know? Let's see if we can play a different banger here. Shy Girl. Oh, I never check Untapped. Like, Untapped just gives you, like, about the worst results that you could get. Alright, well, that is 6-0 into Diamond, at least, for Cookies. Let's go, let's go.